So the Pakistani batters in there. There will be jitters, there will be nerves. Jyoti again setting her field up, and she goes to her all reliable left arm spinner Nahida. Jyoti relying on spin. In other occasions where I have actually spectated a super over, it has always been a fast bowler that has been chosen. But on this occasion, considering the ground conditions, considering experience, and considering how much nervy it could be, it's like a penalty shootout. So here we stand. Nahida to bowl the super over for Bangladesh, with all responsibility on her. Field setup, as we look at it, there's a deep mid wicket, a long on and a long off. There's also a deep extra cover. There's a backward point, a cover, a short fine leg, and a short square leg for Nahida. She's taking her time. The batters will have a last moment chat as well. Such a critical game for both sides. The match part of the ICC Women's ODI Championships. The win gives very important 2 points. In other occasions we've seen in bilateral series, a tie is considered a tie, but in this occasion, moves on to a super over. So the first ball of the super over, bowled in. Full and straight, goes through the gate. First ball yields a wicket, but more importantly for Bangladesh, more runs on the board for Pakistan in the super over. And the first wicket falls. Pakistan will have one more wicket in hand. They'll have to take those big risks, but Nahida kept her cool, stood her front, aimed at the middle stump, full and straight. The batter completely missed it. Ball crashed to the stumps, through the gate. An important wicket for Bangladesh, already putting Pakistan in a bit of pressure now. They'll have to at least try and play those 5 balls and get as much as they can. This is how the super over works. You'll have to be having nerves of steel. And at this point in time, another experienced campaigner has been brought into the fray. She'll take strike there as Alia looks on from the non-strikers and still couldn't get the strike. And I invite Sami to join me.
The heart is onto our mouth right now. How many times you have seen a super over is being played in Mirpur Sherebangla National Stadium? Zipping back in towards the left-hander, glancing away towards square leg for a single on the occasion. They are already a wicket down. Mind it, this is the last wicket. This is the last pair who can bat. If a wicket goes down, then Pakistan has to wrap up their innings. Oh my, what a match is going on between these two sides, Bangladesh and Pakistan. Winning the toss, deciding to bat first. Bangladesh scored 169. Pakistan equals that score. After that, we are into the super over. Sweeps it away fine towards square leg ridge, and it's a boundary picked up by Pakistan on that occasion. Alia, the batter, ensuring a comfort zone, runs on the board for Pakistan.
Big boundary there, and this boundary means Bangladesh would also have to come out and score some big shots. Singles or doubles won't do at this point. Nahida, she went for that straight delivery again, but Alia was very good with her sweep, as she's shown when she came to bat previously as well. Bit unorthodox in her approach, but very effective with her shot making. Nahida with the next one, an outside edge, but nonetheless, a single taken. That could be a double. Desperate dive within the inner circle by Pinky, but she misjudged that, costing Bangladesh few more runs on the board. Now Pakistan really trying to push it up a bit more. Total of 7 runs conceded in this over so far. Nahida under a bit of pressure here, and the 2 runs brings Alia back on strike, who's been hitting the balls pretty well. She seems to understand what Nahida wants to do, and her premeditations have worked so far.
Taking up those chances, dancing down the wicket. Good stop by the fielder, and she's gone. She's gone, she's trapped into the run-out region on that occasion. So, Bangladesh has to chase down 8 runs in the particular over. Ladies and gentlemen, we are onto the super over procedure. Pakistan has just finished their innings in the super over. They have managed to score 7 runs. That means in the super over, Bangladesh will have to score 8 to chase it down.
Despite that, it was a good effort from Bangladesh, restricting Pakistan to just 7. And 8 is the target. 2 good blows and the match could be for Bangladesh. But on the other hand, Pakistan have shown that they can strangle the opponent with spin. And it could be Sadia Iqbal bowling that super over for them. Let's see what happens. The fielders are taking their positions. The umpires are ready. And we still are to see who from the Bangladesh dugout comes out to bat. Sharna could be one of the contenders since she can hit some big shots. You need some big hitters in these conditions, and Bangladesh will be thinking of who to bring up. It could be Nigar Jyoti as well, since she's been in good form. It could be Pinky, who has been Bangladesh's top run getter in ODI cricket. So every equation comes into play right now, and Bangladesh will be thinking who to bring on. They still are deciding, I guess.
As you rightly mentioned, Shauna Akhtar. She's been promoted along with Shubhana Mustari, another one who likes to play her shots. Let me remind you once again, Bangladesh has to score 8 runs to chase it down to win the super over. It's not Sadia Iqbal, I think it's Nashra Sandhu, another left-arm orthodox spinner who's very much dependent on flight and very much dependent on the deceiving speeds. Pakistan also have made a tricky choice regarding that. We expected that Sadia Iqbal might be in for the super over, but it's different choice from Captain Nidadar, bringing on Nashra Sandhu. Flighted delivery, clears the cover, Shobana Mustari. Yes, it's a fumbling and it's a 4. 4 from the very first delivery of the super over by Shobana Mustari, dancing down the wicket, tried to clear the aerial route, found the gap on that occasion, and just a slight fumbling towards the extra cover region at the deep. That really done the trick for Bangladesh. They must be sailing with confidence right now. Bangladesh scoring boundary in the very first delivery, chasing down 8 in this particular super over. She has to write her own script, Shobana Mustari. Tense looking dugout in the Bangladesh scenario. There is a chat going on between the bowler and the wicketkeeper. She tossed it up to grab a catch for the cover fielder, but on that occasion she bisected between 2. Yes, there was a protection in the deep, but a slight fumble did the trick for Bangladesh.
Just one big hit and the game will be for Bangladesh. Subhana Mustari on strike. Bit of a lucky break for her, but Bangladesh get the early boundary they needed, chasing 8 runs in the super over. A lot of pressure on Sandhu. She comes up for the next delivery now. Oh, that was a dot. That was a good delivery on spot. The batter had no idea what to do with it. She tried to pierce the mid-on area. There's a big gap there. She wanted to get that single, but she just couldn't get that. So a bit of pressure back to Bangladesh. 4 from 4 needed, Sami.
Yes, 4 from 4 for Bangladesh. Needed Shobana Mustari. She's on charge. Now again taking the aerial route, but could not manage to find the gap on that occasion. There was a fielder there in the whitish long off region, could not clear that much. Ended up with a single on that occasion. 5 runs have scored. They still required 3 more runs to win, and they have 3 more balls left.
Sharna on strike. She's known for her big hitting. And that's the reason why she has been sent onto the crease, and she has to prove it now. Time to really become the match winner for Bangladesh. Sharna with the bat. She was pretty good when Bangladesh batted, but she couldn't make her innings into a long one. This is her chance to become the player that takes Bangladesh into this series and trying to level this series back at 1-1. Sandhu with the next ball. She checks her drive in the end. Satisfied with that single. So 2 from 2 needed. Bangladesh still on course for the win. Just 1 run from each of those deliveries can give Bangladesh the victory. But will they take that risk, or will Subhana Mustari go for a big one in this ball?
It was well adjusted by the batter on that occasion. Shorna Akhtar, she was dancing down the wicket, seeing her footsteps. Nasha Sandhu on that occasion changed the line a bit, although she was maintaining a line away from the off stump. There's good cricket from both the sides. Good adjustment made by the Pakistani bowler and also the Bangladeshi batter. Dancing down the wicket, and she misses. She misses it. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Shobana Mustari, she has to depart. Dance down the wicket, take on the charge. On that occasion, the ball kept a bit low. She tossed up, and she misses the ploy.
The last ball of the super over. Can Jyoti win it for Bangladesh? She solely strides into the striking end, understanding what she has to do. She's struck a lot of big shots in her career, but this could be one of the biggest ones to bring Bangladesh back into the series, to give them this memorable win in this hardly fought super over. Game that has seen lots of ups and downs throughout the entirety of the day. The scores were tied at 169. Pakistan scored 7 from their super over. An excellent delivery there. A very, very good comeback by Sandhu. After conceding 4 from the first ball, it was a very, very good comeback from her to still keep on defending this total. Now Pakistan will have a tricky field setup as well. They need to stop those 2 runs, but they still are thinking of keeping a couple of fielders closer to the boundary line, so they'll be happy to concede a single maybe. The field looks pretty spread out, and let's see what the ploy of the bowler is. Maybe she'll try to bowl stump to stump and not allow Jyoti to release her hands or stretch her hands, get a big shot in. Jyoti would be also eyeing the leg side. As we all know, she knows how to hit those sweeps, and we don't see a lot of fielders behind square there. There's a short fine leg, there's a square leg closer to the boundary. A lot of chit chat happening between the players. They're still deciding on what to do. Just the 1 ball left in the Bangladesh super over innings as Nigar Sultana Jyoti gets ready to take strike. 2 runs needed from this 1 ball for Bangladesh to win this game. A few people in the gallery in the grandstand here in Mirpur enjoying this. Floodlights are on, the spotlight is on. Nigar Sultana Jyoti is the batter for Bangladesh to face the last ball of the super over. Bangladesh need 2 to win from that 1 solitary delivery. And Pakistan is taking their time. Definitely taking their time here. So here comes the last ball. Jyoti going up, straight over the top. Is that a gap? The fielder's running behind it, and Jyoti celebrates. What a win for Bangladesh. Look at the team scampering in. A memorable victory, a historic victory, a super over victory for Bangladesh, and Nigar Sultana Jyoti again leads from the front. Bangladesh winning the second match on super over, chasing down Pakistan's score of 7. And that boundary from the last ball was a straight clean hit from Jyoti that gave Bangladesh the winning runs.